In a small forest town in Poland, a wooden house stood abandoned, a silent sentinel for decades. Locals whispered stories about it, especially on foggy days when the mist crept across the yard like pale, ghostly fingers. They said the house once belonged to a reclusive clockmaker during World War II, a man who harbored secrets he never shared. One gray autumn afternoon, a young history enthusiast named Adam arrived. He had bought the old house, driven by a belief that its past was a treasure worth uncovering. With a flashlight in hand and a heart full of curiosity, he pushed open the creaking front door. A cold gust of air rolled out, carrying the scent of damp wood and forgotten time. Inside, dust danced in the slivers of light that broke through cracked windows. The room was a frozen snapshot of another century. Old clocks hung crookedly on the walls, their hands stopped at different hours, as if each had died in its own unique moment of silence. Adam's footsteps echoed softly as he moved across the creaking floorboards, exploring every corner. He soon discovered a narrow staircase leading down into the darkness of a basement. The air grew colder, wetter, and strangely quiet as he descended. Stepping onto one particular floorboard, he felt a hollow vibration beneath his foot. Something was hidden. He knelt down, his fingers trembling with excitement, and saw the plank was made of different wood, held by different nails. He pried it open. There, nestled in the dark space, was a small wooden box. It had an old brass lock, decorated with strange, intricate engravings that looked like a clockmaker's secret code. The box was heavy, its surface worn smooth by the passage of time. Adam felt a chill, not of fear, but of profound significance. He knew he was on the verge of uncovering something important. He broke the aging lock, and the lid lifted with a tired groan. Inside were 3 items: a leather-bound journal, a silver pocket watch with its hands frozen at 11:12, and a carefully folded letter. He opened the journal first. The handwriting was thin and shaky. A desperate account of the war's horrors. The day soldiers marched into town. The people who vanished without a trace, the silent terror that gripped the streets at night. As Adam turned the brittle pages, the truth began to unfold. The clockmaker hadn't been a recluse out of fear for himself. He had been hiding Jewish families in his home, guiding them to safety through the dark forest. For every life he saved, he carved a tiny secret symbol into a pocket watch, his own private way of counting the souls he had helped to survive. His pulse quickened as he picked up the letter. It read, "If someone finds this box one day, please tell the truth. Let the world remember those I tried to save." The basement suddenly felt heavy with unspoken emotion, the very air seeming to thicken as if the walls themselves were holding their breath. Then, something impossible happened. The silver pocket watch vibrated gently in Adam's hand. The frozen minute hand twitched just a fraction of an inch, but it made a sharp clicking sound that echoed loudly in the stillness. Adam froze, thinking he'd imagined it. But then, a faint glint of light flashed across the watch's face, a reflection from a distant strike of lightning. It wasn't fear he felt, but a deep, inexplicable connection to the man who had lived and sacrificed so much in this very spot. It was as if the clockmaker's voice, long lost to time, was urging him to finish this story. With the box pressed carefully to his chest, Adam left the basement. Days later, he brought the journal, the letter, and the watch to a museum. Historians were stunned. They confirmed the story, matching dozens of missing records to the families described in the clockmaker's journal. The town finally learned the truth about the abandoned house, and it was transformed from a place of rumor into a site of remembrance. Standing before the house one last time, Adam watched the evening sun dip below the forest, its golden light filling the old windows. He realized then that acts of courage, even when buried under decades of dust and silence, never truly disappear. They wait patiently for someone to find them, for someone willing to carry their light forward into the future. And in that quiet moment, Adam understood the clockmaker's final lesson, that every small act of kindness ripples far beyond its own time, and the past only finds its meaning when the living are brave enough to tell its story